let's talk about deep cleaning your Norwex microfiber. So this is a fun conversation to have, and I've been wanting to make this video for a while. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Sarah Cameron. I am an independent Norwex consultant, and we're gonna talk about deep cleaning. So first off, you can see that I've got some water that is boiling, and I just turned off the water and took it off the hot burner. And I did that because you really do not want to boil your Norwex cloths. If you've been around Norwex for a while, or you've talked to somebody who has been around Norwex for a while, people used to boil their cloths. You do not need to do that. And in fact, it's a little bit hard on the cloths and it's not necessary. So don't do it. Do not boil your cloths. This though is very hot water, and I'm taking this moment to say, do not boil your cloths. So you can see this water cool down a little bit, so it's not boiling your cloths. Okay, do not boil your cloths. So I said that about 10 times, hopefully that sinks in, but don't do it. I'm gonna show you how to deep clean your cloths the best way possible. So deep cleaning your cloths is not something that you need to do very often. I have another video that talks about how to take care of your Norwex cloths so they are clean and stink free for you for years. So I really only do this when it's necessary, and that's usually when my kids did something to the cloths, or a friend started using Norwex and they accidentally got fabric softener on it, that type of thing. So I don't do it very often, but when I need to, this is how you do it. If your cloths start to get stiff, if they start to get smelly, if you have a lot of minerals in your water, we have a water softener, so we don't run into that too much anymore, but if you've got hard water, before we had a softener, I did this a few times a year, that is what this is for. So without further ado, here's how you deep clean your cloths. Watch the other video if you haven't. That's gonna show you how to launder them and take care of them so that they're just working well for you on a day-to-day basis without much work. But this method, you wanna have hot water when you need to. Put in, this is some of the powdered Norwex soap. You could also do liquid, I just do powder. And I also add in the microfiber cleaner. So love this product. You can use it as a laundry booster, but you can also use it to clean your microfiber, and that's specifically what it's made for. You also probably saw this started like bubbling up a little bit. That's another reason you don't want to be boiling your cloths. When you put detergent into boiling water, you are going to end up with a very clean stove after you clean it off because it gets everywhere. So hot water, not boiling, okay? Microfiber cleaner, I'm putting about half a scoop in there as well. And then you just add whatever cloths you need to deep clean. If you're doing a lot of cloths, you could also pop them in one side of your sink and just pour hot water over the top and let them sit overnight. If you're doing a smaller amount that'll fit in a big pot, you can do it this way. If you're doing like your bath towels, you can do that in the bathtub. I actually also do this same method when I'm deep cleaning our sports clothes. We're pretty active, and especially my husband's clothes can get really smelly. So when it gets a little bit out of control, which is usually every year and a half or so, I plop his clothes in hot water in the hot water in the bathtub, and then add some detergent to that and let it soak for a while. So super simple, hot water, detergent, put your cloths in. I will just mix them up. We've got flies. Okay, mix those up in here, and then you just let them soak. So you let them sit 3 to 4 hours or overnight. It is pretty epic what ends up coming out, and here's the reason why. When we wash these in the washing machine, you're getting a lot cleaned out of it, but especially if you have a high efficiency like we do, it doesn't have a ton of water going through, and so you're getting a lot cleaned, but over time, these cloths do a lot of work around our house. So every once in a while, it's good to give them a nice deep clean. Let them really soak in the water for a while. They can release everything that they've been holding on to into the water and really get nice and clean and fresh for you. So what you wanna do, let them soak 3 to 4 hours or overnight. If the water is really bad, feel free to do this at one more time. Or let's say it was exposed to fabric softener. Maybe do this one more time until you stop smelling the fabric softener. That stuff is pretty tenacious and can really stick in there. But once you're done, pop them in the washing machine. I just usually run it through a big colander, so I'm not throwing all the water into, but put them in the washing machine, give them a wash the regular Norwex way. I have another video about that, but essentially it's just washing them in warm or hot water, using your Norwex soap or another biodegradable filler-free detergent, no fabric softener, no bleach, no linty loads. Wash them in the washing machine, either hang them up to dry, or if you don't use dryer sheets, you can pop those in the dryer and they dry really fast that way as well. So I hope that this is helpful. Again, key points: do not boil your cloths. You don't need to do this very often. Just do this as needed if your cloths are feeling stiff, if they're getting smelly, if somebody mistreated them. Pop them in here, let them soak for a little bit, machine wash again, and they're good to go for you for another long time. Okay, I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, don't hesitate to comment or reach out. I'm here to support and here to help. And thanks for taking the time to watch.